Hello, welcome back, and as you can see today I'm back on the BBC. I'm really enjoying this machine. Some of you might be wondering, well, you haven't done much on the Amstrad that you bought a couple of weeks ago, and that's true, I haven't. The reason being, similarly where there's media storage devices for the BBC, the Commodore, the Spectrum, etc. that I own to save getting loads and loads of tapes bunging up the place. I was looking for one for the Amstrad, and a couple of people pointed me in the direction of the DDI3 USB interface, which was available on sellmyretro.com, which I'll put a link in the description box down below to. So I've ordered that because I really want to get into the four system sort of play comparisons that I mentioned a couple of videos back, or possibly even in the last one. But we're back in the BBC, so I'm really enjoying this. I love the clunk when you turn the BBC on. Listen to this. That's brilliant. Now, when I get to the gameplay bit of this game that I'm going to show you, bear in mind there's no volume control. There doesn't appear to be any volume control on the internal speaker on the Beeb, so things will get very loud and you might struggle to hear me, but that's no bad thing anyway, because I struggle, I do have a tendency to rabbit on. So let's get the game in, and what I'm playing today is the BBC version of Sinistar, which is a conversion of a 1982 game from Williams. This is released by Atari 1985 for the BBC Micro. I've been playing this a bit, so I don't know the arcade game at all, other than it's a kind of like an asteroids-y sort of shoot 'em up type thing, where you've got to collect crystals to make bombs. You've got to shoot asteroids to release crystals that give you bombs that you've got to use to destroy the Sinistar, which is a beast that's under construction. During the course of the game, once he's finally completed, he'll tear after you, and you have to fire the collected bombs at him. I think it's about a dozen or so. It destroys him. But I think this is really good. So I'm going to show you the BBC Micro version of it, and please, those of you that have experience with Sinistar, let me know how you think it compares to the actual arcade version. Now, I know the arcade version is supposed to have loads and loads of speech once the Sinistar is created. Doesn't seem to exist in this, but they are operating in 32K. I've been really enjoying this game, so let's get into it. Okay, here we are, Sinistar on the BBC Micro. Right, I'll press space to get the thing started. Now, the controls took me a while to figure out. They are caps lock and control for rotate left and right, return to fire, and shift to launch the grenades. Now, as you can see, I've got to shoot these asteroids, and they release they release a crystal, which the aliens that I'm up against, there we go, I just collected one, are also trying to collect to help them build the Sinistar. Now, I have really enjoyed this game. It's tricky as hell. Well, it probably isn't if you're a Sinistar veteran, but I'm not, and that sort of like alarm noise you keep hearing is other bits of the Sinistar being created. Once he's been fully created, he will chase after me and hunt me down like a dog. You see, they're nicking all the stuff. Go away, you bastards! But it's really frantic, and I said, oh bollocks! I did say, you can see how far completed he is there. I did say a couple of videos back that I thought the BBC really had great sound effects in this game, sort of like reminiscent of actual arcades. And I think this game is a good... fuck off! It's a good... I don't know what that noise was. It didn't sound good. Reminiscent of actual sort of like seaside arcades and the noises that came out of them. And I think this game illustrates that really well. Now, you can see at the top left there, that's how many bombs I've got now. Oh, flipping heck. It doesn't matter how many bombs I've got if I can't get anywhere near the bastard. But yeah, so I'm interested to know what sort of home systems this was released for, be it console or microcomputers. I'm presuming there would have been a version of it on one of the Atari consoles. Oh. Now the animation on the ship is really good. It's really fast, really colourful. This isn't the best video camera, so I'm not sure if you can pick up exactly how colourful it is. It kind of washes everything out, but you know, it really is great, and I'm continuing to be impressed by what I'm seeing of the BBC Micro and what it could do. Now there are some surprising games on here. Oh, why am I going backwards? Right. Go away. If I launch a bomb, then it goes and hunts the sort of Sinistar immediately. Apparently. You see, I've got quite a lot of bombs up there, and I think it only takes about a dozen or so to kill him. Oh, here he comes. Oh, ah! Whoops. Now, as you can tell, there's no speech on the BBC Micro version when that Chief Bastard turns up. So, he's still... Let's launch all these. Ah! You can see... Oh, bugger. It's a really frantic, really enjoyable game. The controls are really good. The sounds are really good, but loud, like I said about the internal speaker, etc. And it's a game that I've put quite well, I say quite a bit, about an hour and a bit I've been playing it. I saw it on the card and sort of like recognised the name. And I thought, oh, I'll give it a try. Because it might be good, and it really is. But again, like I say, I mean, I've got no experience. Ah, yeah, whoa! Get out of it, that's mine. I've got no experience of the arcade games, so I couldn't tell you, other than sort of like looking on YouTube videos, what it's like. But this is really good. Get out of it. Ah! So the Sinistar is not even sort of a third complete yet there. Oh, I've forgotten. Yeah, I've forgotten I was recording. I should be talking now, shouldn't I? So what to you is the definitive version of Sinistar, if it's ever been released on like classic compilations or anything? Do you play it on arcade emulation or whatever? I don't have MAME or anything. I'm not really sort of interested in arcade game emulation at the moment. I'm quite happy at the moment with the 8-bit micros. I mean, there's so much for me to... yeah. Come here, I want it, come here. Oh, hang on, I set my alarm on my phone. Yeah, I'm quite happy where I am at the moment. That's not to say I don't enjoy watching other people's videos of them, but for me, it would just confuse things. Oh, there he is. Right. Ooh. He hunting me now. Let's just get rid of all them and hope that something else. That's probably completely wrong strategy. Ah! Oh! Well, I've got most of him. I've only got that little bit of him to get left. Right. He needs what? 6 more hits? Come here. Give me a grenade thing. You get. I suppose while I'm battling to destroy him. Ah! Yeah, the others are battling to rebuild him. Anyway, that was Sinistar. I really enjoyed that game. It's tricky as hell. Never got very far in it at all, as you can see. But I really enjoyed it. Yet another fun game on the BBC. Now, this, if you're a BBC fan, this may be news to you, but these games are all new to me, and I'm just really enjoying discovering them. What a fantastic machine it is. Thank you ever so much for watching. I know I couldn't show you very much of the game. If you like the video, please let me know. If you wish to subscribe, please do so. But if you do subscribe, please, I always say, take the time to join in with the discussions. Thank you ever so much for watching. Take care. Goodbye.